Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Instead of playing a deck that I already know how to play and I can teach you all how to play it well, I'm gonna play a deck on this video that I have never played before. If you have been around social media or you follow other content creators on YouTube, you see people on Twitch, people on Twitter, everybody's talking about this reliquary deck, right? Heck, if you go on YouTube, you can see literally most of the big content creators. We have Snooey released an Acolyte deck yesterday. You had Lucky Cat release an Acolyte deck. Grappler just released an Acolyte deck. It's like everybody's playing this deck. But it's super weird because me, myself, I haven't ran into a single player playing an Acolyte deck. I haven't seen anybody actually play it because I haven't had time to actually watch Twitch or YouTube in the past couple of days. And I haven't played it myself. So this is like the perfect scenario where I feel like I'm gonna jump into this meta, I jump into this deck without having any idea about it, and see how it ends up going. Now, the list we're gonna play today is the list that Quaco was playing. So Quaco is another great player for the America server, and he reached rank 1 yesterday with this Acolyte deck. So this Acolyte deck is actually strong enough to reach rank 1. Looks like he has dropped down to rank 3 since then, but still, we can literally just import his deck and kind of see how this goes. As you can see, I don't even own the Acolyte Reliquary. But I guess I own 2 of them. Probably got it for like all the past stuff that I've been getting for free. Now, from what I understand, right? Let's read this card again. Acolyte's Reliquary is a 1-mana landmark. When summoned, you create a Ruinous Acolyte in your hand. Remember that the Ruinous Acolyte is a 2-mana Shurima unit with Fearsome. Now, when you play, you can destroy an ally landmark to grant all Ruinous Acolytes everywhere +1/+1. In addition, when you destroy me, it creates an Acolyte, it refills itself on top of your deck. So, like, you can just continue destroying this and continue getting more Acolytes in your hand over and over again. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope because all of a sudden your Acolytes can get really, really big. So, what I understand from what I've heard on Twitter, on Discord, YouTube, and Twitch, is that this deck just kind of spams all these early units and just get a lot of value from there. Taking advantage of the fact that obviously Shurima does really well with the Construct Your Own Landmark archetype, since you have access to 6, which is going to start burning the opponent Nexus once he levels up, so you can level up 6 pretty quickly here. But additionally, you can destroy your own sarcophagus, right? You can use Rattle Arcane, and you're going to have a lot of landmarks so you can use it, that you can use it with. You can have Rattle Package to bring back more Acolyte's Reliquary if you need to, or bring back anything else that you might need. In addition to that, obviously, we are playing triple Ruinous Acolyte itself so that we can actually get more value from it. And we're also playing the Construct of Desolation, which creates a Ruinous Acolyte on Obelisc's power. Most of the times we're going to go for the Acolyte. It is going to be a more expensive Acolyte, so usually you don't want to do it this way. But again, the idea is that you're filling up the board really easily. Now, again, based on what everybody keeps saying, this deck has a crazy win rate. Actually, maybe we should go and check the stats. So if we look at Lore Master, this deck has been doing pretty well. So if we go here onto Meta Environment, and over the past, look at this. This is the recruited deck here. On this patch so far, is the 3rd most played deck while having a 57% win rate. If we narrow down even further, over the past day, it's literally the most played deck in the whole game. So there is something there, and it's 5th in win rate as well. It looks like the champion strength decks are a little bit higher win rate, and so are 2 of the Jinx decks. No surprise there. Kind of more like an aggressive meta, what we're seeing. With Reliquary kind of also adding that. It's kind of crazy, because then you go here, you also have Pirate aggro, so the top 6 decks are all kind of like aggro deck. But you get my point. This deck seems to be nuts. We haven't played it before yet, so it's going to be a slightly bit different video where I'm kind of learning the deck with you all as we kind of run this into rank. So let's jump right ahead to the games. But remember, at the end of the video, I have my usual mulligan tips. And if you like the video, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. Enjoy the games, and forgive for any misplays that I make. I'm picking up the deck for the very first time. In this first matchup, we're going to go against Gwen Ionia. Okay, so we don't have any of our reliquaries, so I'm thinking I probably need to hard mulligan. That's the construct. We have the Ruinous Acolyte, but we don't have the reliquary, so Might not be able to go as fast as I would like in terms of summoning all the acolytes, but we can still have a pretty decent start here with the Chemist as an early blocker. This is actually so good in this matchup because he'll be able to kill the Gwen, although the opponent is playing Ionia, so there might be a good chance that the opponent is able to just opponent might just really be able to twin, right, to actually save their Gwen, or maybe even the 2-mana denied, right? Oh, and we get our Acolyte Reliquary. So now we have the Ruinous Acolyte in our hand. Now, what we can do is that we can go ahead and just play this now so that we increase our odds of drawing the next one. Especially because now it means that I can actually block. I can actually now block the Phantom Butler. So I want to make sure that I have one in the top 5 cards of my deck. I do want to have one more landmark if I can. So that we can actually kill that Gwen. How do we do this? Oh, there we go. That's perfect. We go the Reliquary, and now this is where it gets crazy. Opponent actually gave us the Gwen. I think I just have to destroy her, right? It makes the most sense. I don't want to have to use my mana gems as it is. I could have gone for the Unraveled Earth and then kind of pull if I wanted to. We could also go for the Obelisk of Power here and then do that. I just need to destroy it. I just need to destroy it. We go like this. Kill the Gwen. Opponent has no mana, so there's no reason for me to overthink it. And then we just summon... I kind of don't want to summon these guys, right? I kind of don't want to summon these guys until I can actually make them bigger. Which is a little bit anti-productive because I missed out on some damage set. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this is kind of nutty. Now I have a bunch of 4/3s, huh? Let's go here. Let's go here. This gives us some joy, and let's just bring up the Acolyte to 5/4. So now these Acolytes are gonna be 5/4s. Let's start by destroying this one, and then we destroy the second Reliquary. Opponent had to actually use... Wait, no way. No way. No way. I'm actually gonna go ahead and destroy the Unraveled Earth. I actually want to keep this in my field so that I can summon a second Acolyte next turn. This is actually so crazy. This is my very first game with this deck, by the way. So there's probably some misplays that I could have made, But like, what is the opponent supposed to do here? Let's go here first. Opponent's gonna actually... Okay, I was gonna say, opponent, you're gonna give me that? We could just destroy the Devout, the Sarcophagus. Now, the opponent did level up Gwen, which is a little bit annoying, right? Because they did have a lot of Halo buffs in the graveyard, so even that first Gwen attack was enough to actually level her up. I'm kind of digging doing this. I kind of want to see if I can get another Reliquary in my hand. We'll have a second Desolation, which we probably should have used that turn. We'll go here. Look at this board. Look at this board. We can even Pokey Stick if the opponent summons any blocker that has 1 health. To potentially get another Reliquary in our hand. I don't hate doing the Endless Devout here. Just push more damage. Make it so that I actually present the lethal. And there it is. Now we go here. Get rid of the blocker, right? Maybe opponent's gonna actually deny this. And if they do, I can commit a second Pokey Stick. Glip. So you get rid of 1 block. Okay, opponent knows that if they don't do anything, if they don't do something here, that they're losing, right? So I can actually play this at a second Acolyte. Maybe they're looking to get the Rekindler, right? They don't get the Rekindler. We go for the second Pokey Stick. We go like this. And there we go. This Acolyte became 8/7 just because we kept cycling that. Oh my goodness, that Reliquary. That was our very first game with the deck and took us to Diamond 3. Okay, I can see what the hype is about. Let's continue and see how the rest of the games go. In this match, we're gonna get Lulu Kayle. It looks like it's like an elusive support deck, which kind of cute, but we're just gonna have a hard time really dealing with stuff. I actually like keeping the Battle Arcane. Actually, probably the drop the bomb is probably better, right? Drop the bomb is probably better, and then we can get rid of the Scrappy Bomb with the Acolyte. Okay, we can just do this now. Yeah, we can go like this first. We can play the Acolyte right now. Because, I mean, opponent probably wants to play Esmus, right? So opponent probably wants to play Esmus, and we can always get Esmus later. But this is pushing more pressure on them, right? The idea is like this is kind of like an aggressive deck. Yeah, that's the Esmus that we expected. Like, just like that, opponent took 6 damage this turn. Now, we can actually just drop the bomb on the Esmus, and then we can play a second Acolyte on turn 4, and kind of go from there. Now, it's going to be kind of annoying if the opponent gets something here important like I buffed up. Like a lifesteal unit will actually slow us down a lot. That also helps. That also helps for them, because now they're able to actually keep the Esmus alive. So maybe we go for... So the way that the opponent is playing this out... I could drop the bomb on the Highwaymans, which might actually be okay. Yeah, the Blessing... I did not play around the Celestial Blessing, right? I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna drop the bomb once the opponent attacks, and once I can kind of select the blockers correctly. So we can drop the bomb here. Then play for the Acolyte. The problem is that we don't have another Acolyte that could bring this up to 5 to actually kill the Nabori Highwayman. So at most, what we can do is go like this. Right? We go up to 4. I guess we can Pokey Stick. We could Pokey Stick. And that's probably the way that we have to go about this. Let that elusive stay on the field. We don't have the Reliquary, so it's kind of slows without my Acolyte plan, right? We have all this... Oh, and there we go. So now we have the Reliquary, so we can make this Acolyte stronger while having more of them in my field. It's kind of weird because I have so many of them in my hand. Opponent's gonna have to have a great way to kill. They have Mihira, but Mihira is not strong enough just yet. Let's go here. So let's think about this. Ideally, I want to have... We have 6 mana, so we can play both of these landmarks out and play both Acolytes, right? Because the Acolytes are going to be 6. So we could actually go like this. We have a second Acolyte. That's the point. If we started out the other way, maybe we had done it this way. No, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I guess we could go here first, but then we're going to have to replace one of my units, so it's always going to be here, right? I think I like it like this. Because then I'm going to have to replace the Chemist. I guess we should replace the Chemist. The opponent did end up getting with the lifesteal. I think we replace the Chemist by going here. Opponent only has 2 fearsome blockers. Okay, they have 3 fearsome blockers now. Oh, I can just destroy it. It doesn't take the space. Okay, that's good to know, right? I thought it was gonna take over the space. So opponent gets to heal 3 back up, and then needs to block the other 2, and it still takes 7. The scary part is gonna be here, Kayle, or like opponent's still gonna have to sacrifice all their units. They're gonna know the spell. We have Rider Negation. We get another draw here. Mihira is only gonna be a 4, so she's not gonna get lifesteal just yet. I just need to not die to the elusives, and I think there's a good chance that we might just die to the elusives, unfortunately. Okay, Ibex is a good for us because Ibex doesn't do anything. We have plenty of blockers for this Ibex. So the Ibex doesn't do anything. I also need to probably keep mana to Rider Negation. It's really good to know that I can actually play and destroy a card without having to actually worry, right? But about it, like about taking the space out. This is gonna force the opponent to open attack here. They're gonna actually go for the Mihira because they tried to save her. I'm gonna actually sacrifice one of the acolytes into the Lulu and block that one with. Okay, yeah, they're gonna go for the lifesteal. So that's 5, 6, 9. So they wanted to go for the lifesteal for them to be able to stay alive. If that's the case, then now I'm actually just gonna get rid of their blockers, right? So I think it's correct to just get rid of the blockers then, right? Just go like this. Because their blockers are going to be really annoying against the fearsome anyways. Hush. Alright. You get the Hush out of that. You keep the blocker alive. They get to bring Lulu back. Let's go here. Then let's go here. And then let's go Desolation into the Acolyte. We deal 1 and our things are going to be 9. Opponent's down to 3. I want to force him to block with everything, right? So we need to open attack so that the opponent cannot put the barrier on like Mihera and be able to survive for next turn. So we go like this. With this girl's out of the way at the end. Opponent has to block each one of these, and I don't think they have enough, even if they block the Mihera. Because even if they block, they live at 1. Okay, so they do live at 1. Wow, so they do live at 1. So if they have another Rata Negation, they win. I need one more thing. I need another Poke Stick. We have ways to kill their stuff, and we have Rata Negation. So this will let us kill an elusive. I got close. Okay, opponent didn't get it. Because we were able to put so much pressure. Again, that's why it was important for me to have an open attack, so that the opponent was not able to actually protect one of their elusives and be able to finish up the game like that. But this deck is pretty crazy so far. Like, I feel like I'm just winning games by playing units on curve and going from there. We haven't drawn 6 once yet, so GG's. So this is going to be game number 3 with this deck. And it's going to be against Champion Strength. So it's going to be a race, sort of, right? I love the Heads Passive Minefield, right? It should be able to let me stop a big Champion Strength. This Rite of Passage doesn't seem bad either. Why don't we go out with this hand? Let's start with this hand. Let's start with this hand. Let's start with this hand like this and just put a lot of pressure with them, because I'm going to have the Acolytes available. Opponent's going to have the Technician, so their Champion Strength is going to cost 6. We will be able to play the Chemist, if anything. I am taking a lot of damage here, so maybe we actually play the Chemist out now, but then that means I'm tapping out of mana. So I think let's go for the Acolyte, even if we take 3 here. Even if we take 3 here, we can block this Corridor. Yeah, even if we take 3 is fine. Opponent doesn't have any fearsome blockers. And I'm gonna have the stun to stop the big turn that is coming for us. The best thing that can happen to us is stop the Reliquary, but even if we don't, we can just put... Yeah, we can just go like this. Chemist into Acolyte. And now my Acolytes are going to be 4 3s. And the opponent has to start actually blocking. We go here. We can always Poke Stick the Technician. Opponent's already down to 11, right? Now remember, opponent's Champion Strength is at 7. Okay, so... this is going to force the opponent to have to do it right now, because otherwise my guys go up to 4. Ah, okay, so they got both. They got both of that out of there. So they're able to go like this. We can Poke Stick the Acorn. And now we're just trading units. So we Poke Stick the Acorn. We're trading units. We have dropped the bomb. We have a second Acolyte. We have another Acolyte that we can just drop down. Okay, so we have 5 mana next turn. It's going to be 2. We could go for Rite of Passage, right? 2, 4, 6. I like the Rite of Passage play better. There is a world where Champion Strength comes down this turn. There is a world where Champion Strength actually comes down this turn. So maybe we actually get rid of the Elusives. Maybe we actually get rid of the Elusive, so we play around Champion Strength. Because I feel like this might be a little bit greedy. I mean, okay, so my units with double Acolyte. With double Acolyte, my units will get to be 6. And the champion strength will, at most will only do 10. So I think I'm actually okay. Because he's gonna have to find a way to block these Ruinous Acolytes, because it's gonna be lethal, right? So even if they go champion strength here, their Chomper doesn't even kill my Acolyte. And they're only pushing 10 with the Daring Pour. Because they can play the second Daring Pour and then play champion strength to 7 mana. Because the Acorn reduced their one spell by 1. But it doesn't even seem like a great champion strength. Because they don't have the scout, right? Usually this deck wants to play champion strength on their attack. Right? Now, the downside for me doing this is that I have gotten rid of all my Acolytes, so I don't really have a way to trigger the Explosive Minefield. Yeah, there's the champion strength, just like we expected. We can still attack, because the opponent can only block with the Scuttler and cannot block with the Chompers. By the way, that champion strength was a full 8 mana, so I'm kind of guessing the opponent has another champion strength in their hand. Yep, actually, wow, they're gonna lose their elusive. Okay. There was a world where we actually pass here. But it would have been almost the same, right? I mean, opponent's down to just a Chompers, doesn't have mana for the second champion strength, and we still have the Acolytes coming back, right? Because we have double of the landmark that we just destroyed in our deck. Here we can drop the bomb on the elusives. Okay, opponent's just digging then, right? So opponent's just digging now, so let's go ahead and just go for the Chemist. Don't want to deal with the elusives anymore. That's the only way that I lose, in my opinion. Let's draw into the Reliquary. Opponent might be trying to set up for a Jinx. If I get the Acolytes, I should be able to win. Oh, you're also gonna give us the Chompers, okay. Reliquary. There we go. We play it. Just so that we start off right away. Don't even know if I need to destroy it. I think I actually might just destroy the Scrappy Bombs. Is that true? Is that true? I guess I have one more, right? I have one more. Yeah, let's destroy the Scrappy Bombs. I have one more that I'm gonna draw. The Scrappy Bombs don't seem too bad at pushing damage. Opponent's gonna take 7 here. What if we take it slow? What if we just pass? What if we just pass? Opponent's play is champion strength, and they won't be able to really get a lot of value. It's kind of crazy. I'm not drawing the second one yet, right? So the champion strength doesn't really do a lot. I guess opponent could also technically beat us with just burn if they play the Jinx. Yeah, they didn't have it. So they were hoping that they could draw the burn. But I think our pass was correct. He stopped the opponent from actually setting up and burns all that mana from there. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Kayn Aatrox. So Kayn Aatrox, we're going to have to kind of raise them down. We don't have... I wonder if I'm supposed to hard mulligan for the Reliquary. I think so. I think I'm going to hard mulligan for the Reliquary. We don't get it. Actually, we get a much worse hand snap. Much worse hand. So this is going to be very scary. Okay. But if we get the Reliquary, we're going to be Rite of Passage, which is going to feel really good. I'm going to press a Barian now. Our opponent could be baiting us here, right? Because they could easily have a unit here now. But I'm going to put my... I put my risk that they wouldn't have it. I like doing the Reliquary now because he also enables my Rite of Passage. Six can wait until he's actually leveled up. The other thing that we can do here is actually kill this Buru Cultist now before the opponent can actually give her the Blood Letters. But I think I'm just gonna take my Reliquary kill and just get it on the top of my deck so that we can actually start working on it. Yeah, so like I mentioned, they're gonna have the Blood Letters. I don't need to actually attack, I think. I don't think I need to actually attack for now. Because we can actually make this guy even bigger. Make both of this... make this Acolyte even bigger. So that potentially the Buru doesn't do anything. Especially now that the opponent did it like this for us. So now we can actually go here. And now the opponent's attack doesn't even actually stop the Acolyte. Also, 6 is about to be leveled up already. They actually took the attack. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Momentous choice? That's really weird, because the problem that the Bloodletters also gave him a unit back. So I don't understand what the purpose of that attack was. That's really weird. That's so weird. We can play 6. Right? We can attack with everything. If the opponent wants to actually kill the 6, I'm okay with that. I have a second 6. Nope, they're just gonna take a full-on 7 damage. Let's draw now. Let's draw now and make sure that we get our Reliquary. That way 6, because 6 is gonna level up really nice here. We have 2 Reliquaries in the top 5 cards of our deck and we haven't drawn them yet. And there we go. We might just be able to burn them down. Honestly, we might just be able to burn them down. Okay, opponent's gonna have access to Aatrox to actually push some damage. What if we stun first? What if we stun first, slowing down their World Ender? And then we play the Reliquary. Force the opponent to potentially commit a strike, an Aatrox strike on the 6. Does it have an Aatrox strike here? Okay. 6 levels up. And the opponent is going to have a lot of blockers from that stand. We're going to get another draw from this. We could actually... No, the Rite of Passage doesn't work. We probably just want to do Unravel Earth. And make it so that 6 could potentially finish the game. Or... Or we could just play it slow. I don't think opponent has enough units to actually win this. So if we go like this, we have a second Acolyte. We can always stun their Aatrox. Yeah, they're gonna go for the strike. We're gonna go for the Pokey Stick. If they have to use the Unforgiving Cold right now, that's amazing for us. They get another strike. So they get to kill both of them. Okay, but I don't think they win anymore. Because we can kill the Blooming Cultist. Or we can even stun it with the Minefield. Allowing us to push the damage that we need and win the game. Now, they did get a lot of healing here from that Aatrox. Which is kind of annoying. We even have a Rite of Passage now. Let's go here first. That burns them down. Again, we can just stun this. And there we go. So that's game then. Because we can go like this. He stuns the second Blooming Cultist, and then we're pushing for exactly 12. Alright, we got the line. That's exactly 12 because of the 6 skill. Yeah, this deck is nuts. This deck is nuts. These Acolytes get so big so quickly. So quickly. Wow. Wow. GG's. In this match, we're gonna get Leona Diana with Demacia. So maybe they're playing Champion Strength instead of not in Shadow Owls. I want a hard mulligan for Acolytes if I can get them. Obviously, Reliquary will be the best answer here, and we get the Reliquary. Because I feel like the more that we start building up these Acolytes, the harder time the opponent's gonna have being able to actually trade with us. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it now. The thing with landmarks is that obviously they require for you to spend unit mana, not you can't just be like spending other mana on it. So need to do it this way. Shield Bearer gives them a good way to actually deal with these Acolytes. So I don't hate it. Don't dislike it by them. If we top deck the second one, I might just go ahead and do it. Otherwise, I like the Unravel Earth. I like the Unravel Earth since we have 6. Allows us to potentially level up 6 pretty quickly and just burn the opponent out. I do need to watch out for them having Concerted Strike or Single Combat. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to actually go for the 6th level of this game. I think it's more efficient. We have enough Acolytes that our Acolytes are gonna get bigger and bigger too. We could play the debuff here instead of, so that we have blockers and we're not taking that much damage. Because opponent probably doesn't want to play Diana just yet. Protector? Yeah, let's play the debuff. Let's play the debuff so that we have a blocker. Opponent could play the Diana and that lets them kill the Acolyte for free. But I think I'm okay with that. I think I have to live with that. I think I have to live with that, considering that I can now trade here, because opponent's even giving me the better trade, letting their vulnerable stay on the field. So now we go like this. We can summon double Acolyte, and the opponent has no fearsome blockers. We can summon double Acolyte into the sarcophagus, and we can stun their one fearsome block. Okay, they're just gonna stun me here. So, okay, so here's the question. Do we go here? I think we go here. If we go like this, and just push the 10 damage. Ah, they get, okay. They get some good blockers now at the end, right? This is stunning. We can still attack like this then, right? We can still attack like this, and I guess might as well let's take this one down. Yeah, I guess we're gonna just go like this anyways. Yeah, let's just go like this. The less units that the opponent has, the better for us. Yeah, you can kill the Acolyte. Maybe playing around the Pearl Cascade was correct. We could just pass. The 6 is leveled up. I want to drop the 6 down as soon as we can. But that Diana does kind of scare me. I want to make sure that I probably have... I guess we can kill Diana with the Rite of Arcane. Right? If Diana gets a little bit scary, we can always kill her with Rite of Arcane. Let's drop 6 down first. The bonus... Wow. No way, right? I should have gone Unravel Earth first. I'm gonna go Unravel Earth now, right? I'm gonna go Unravel Earth now. We go like this. Now the opponent, any unit they summon is just gonna get burned by 6. We might just be able to just finish the game with the 6 burn. Sunhawk, thank you. That opens me up for a second Reliquary. And go for the Ruinous Acolyte. If you summon another unit, you're still getting dragged in here. I love the fact that it doesn't take this. It doesn't make you replace a card, by the way. Champion Strength. Okay, so they get the rally, right? They get the rally here. We can trade, and we can stun if we want to. We stun the Knight 1. Yeah, we just stun the Knight 1 here. And we'll trade with the rest. So we go like this. We trade here, we trade here, and we're chilling. I mean, I guess we're not chilling yet. I guess we do, because we have the Unleashed Energy, right? So because we have the Unleashed Energy, we're chilling. We might just try to burn them down with the 6. The problem is that I cannot kill that Sunhawk, so the 6 cannot attack. Opponent has 8 mana. They will need a 1-cost card to actually be able to kill our, like to be able to actually do the 8 drop, the 7 drop. We have a burst speed stun available for us, and we also have Rite of Arcane enabled to us. So opponent played it smart. Opponent waited until we tapped out to play the Champion Strength. I'm actually okay with this because I guess they could have a second Champion Strength here. Right? They could have had a second Champion Strength here, and that would have been very scary. This is actually lethal. But again, we know it's not lethal because we had the burst speed stun. So maybe we bait them. I think I'm gonna bait them into going for the lethal here. I'm gonna bait them into going for the lethal. Unless... No. It's always gonna eat the other one. Yeah, I'm gonna bait them to go for the lethal here and also lose the Diana. Because they're gonna drag the 6. And there we go. Now we go like this. If they this is game winning right here. So I wanted them to get baited out here. Alright, we go here. We go here. Stuns that one. We kill this one. We play the second Acolyte. And we should be chilling. Opponent doesn't really have any fearsome blockers. And these acolytes are each going to be dealing 8. And 6 can finish up the rest. Okay, obviously the only downside here... How greedy do I get with this Reliquary? Because if we go like this... I guess we don't... Yeah, we can go like this, because opponent's always going to block here. That's 8, that's 10 exactly. Opponent's going to have a concerted strike or a single combat. I don't want to lose to a second champion strength if I play the second Reliquary, right? But we made it work. We survived the champion strength, and we actually pushed that. It was a little bit dicey. I should have probably played around the champion strength, but I still think that was probably the best way to do it. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Azir Irelia. So Azir Irelia versus Reliquary. Opponent's going to struggle. Not having any... I'm actually going to keep the drop the bomb. I'm going to keep the drop the bomb for the domination or the Irelia. Everything else I think can go. The Fearsomes is going to be really hard. Okay, that's kind of sad. Okay, Radiant Negation is kind of nice though. The Fearsomes are going to put a lot of damage on the Irelias. On the Azir Irelia. Like, I'm not sure how you deal with all these Fearsome units. Just putting so much pressure on you.
Quick hands make quick work.
I guess maybe you have a twin here and you decide to trade. Nope. Okay, so if it's domination, we can drop the bomb. If it's Azir, we're a little bit sad, right? If it's Azir, we're a little bit sad, but also not the end of the world. If the opponent attacks with Azir, we can always Aatrox Kayn later. Doesn't have it. Yeah, if the opponent actually blocks with Azir here, we just do it later. I might just open attack, to be honest. I might just open attack. Take the 5 now. If opponent blocks, then the Radiant Negation could punish them. And that's what I'm going for, right? Opponent decides not to do anything, so I'm not going to do anything either. Now I can do the Radiant Negation once the opponent actually... Not with Radiant Negation... sorry, I can do the Aatrox Kayn with Radiant Negation backup. Which feels really nice. So opponent purposely passed with all that mana last turn, telling me that they had something to protect Azir. Does it have it? Unfortunately, we haven't gotten the other Reliquaries.
Show them no weakness.
And here we go for drop the bomb. Anything that the opponent does to save Irelia, they will need to spend the mana from the Flawless Duet. So that's why that makes sense. We'll take this 4. We'll take this 4, play our devout, and push another 6, plus the 1 from the Scrappy Bomb. If I get the Relic... The problem is the Walking Stance, right? The Walking Stance gives him such a good blocker that I think I'd rather just take my 6 here. I think I'd rather just take my 6 here and not let the opponent commit that. There's the Domination. I'm actually kind of scared of the Domination, so I'm going to kill her. This is pushing 2 damage, by the way. The bombs, the Scrappy Bombs. Has a second Domination. Jeez. Alright. We're 16 though. So the problem with the Domination is that it does make all their units now be fearsome blockers, which could be kind of scary. We do have double Radiant Negation. If we get 6, this game is over, by the way. Because 6 will burn them by 2 and the Scrappy Bombs also burn them down. Okay. This Aatrox Kayn lets me kill the Blossoming Blade, right? So this Aatrox Kayn lets me kill the Blossoming Blade, making the opponent have to attack with the Domination. So we go like this. And now if the opponent wants to push more damage, they need to attack with the Domination. We just open it with the open attack with double Radiant Negation backup, and it should be lethal. The open attack with double Radiant Negation backup means that the opponent shouldn't have a way to actually stop this. And that's game. Just like that. Just like that, yep. There's the first one. Radiant Negation. Opponent commits another thing, and we have a second Radiant Negation. The double Radiant Negation hand was kind of awkward, but this deck can put so much pressure. So much pressure that it's very hard for opponents to do anything about it. And that game took me all the way to Diamond 2. So, GG's. Hey everyone, welcome back. This deck is crazy. All the games that you saw in my video today are literally the very first games that I played with this deck. we went 6-0 when we have never played this deck, have never seen anybody play it. All I've seen is people on Twitter posting screenshots of their crazy turns with the Ruinous Acolytes. And I literally just picked it up and went 6-0. That's absolutely crazy. We went all the way from Diamond 4 as we started in the first game, all the way to Diamond 2. You got to see 2 promotions in this video. Oh man, honestly, this deck is probably good enough for me to take to Masters, but I'm probably going to try to do something different for Masters because this deck is probably going to be everywhere. Oh my goodness, that's actually so crazy. You see how this deck goes, right? You have so much early pressure with the Acolytes having Fearsome and just getting so much bigger that it lets you trade with almost anything. And then, honestly, the Scrappy Bombs from Chemist and Drop the Bomb can also add in a lot of damage. As you saw in the game against Azir Irelia, that damage ends up adding up. And you even got to see a game where Ziggs actually comes in clutch. You're able to destroy so many landmarks here so easily that Ziggs burn is actually a big deal. This deck list is the deck list that I've seen almost everybody play. I know Runeterra was playing one of the Safety Inspector, but I think Safety Inspector is actually probably a little bit too slow for this deck because you don't want to spend that 5 mana. On turn 5 and turn 6, you saw it. I'd rather spend my mana on the Rite of Passages to bring back more Acolytes or my Reliquaries. It's kind of crazy. The fact that this card just goes back into the top of your deck and kind of cycles back is nuts. And I think Riot might have to actually look into nerfing this to be like top 10 cards of your deck or something, because top 5 might not seem consistent enough, but we have so much draw with Pokestick, Perseverance, and even Unravel Earth that you actually end up drawing it pretty easily. And all you need is just a couple to get the game going. And because the fact that you can bring back another copy of a Rite of Passage so that you end up with 2 of them in the top 5 of your deck, it ends up becoming more and more consistent. So, oh man, this deck is nuts. 100% win rate. 100% win rate. In terms of mulligan, I think you definitely want to make sure. I think you definitely want to hard mulligan for the Reliquary. I think the earliest that you have the Reliquary in your hand, the better. That way you can consistently grow those Ruinous Acolytes. So I'm looking for my Reliquary. If you already have it in your hand, you're always keeping that 100%, right? So I'm looking for my Reliquary. I'm also kind of looking just for the Acolytes in general. So like a Ruinous Acolyte might not be bad to keep because you do have some landmarks that you can destroy, like they Drop the Bomb, to actually start advancing those Acolytes even before you get the Acolyte Reliquary down on the field, right? So the Ruinous Acolyte, the main deck ones, you want to use them on the Scrappy Bombs from Chemist and Drop the Bomb, and you want to use the Acolytes for the Reliquary on the Reliquary itself, because you want to be able to sack the Reliquary into the top of your deck as soon as you can, right away, so you can draw the next one sooner rather than later. So I'm looking for the Reliquary, I'm looking for the Acolyte, and then you can keep like the Chemist. If you really have like a good enough hand or you need to actually block something, you can keep Drop the Bomb if there's a good target that you want to deal with. Like you saw, I kept it against Azir Irelia because it hits both Irelia and also the Domination. And you kind of just go from there. It's pretty straightforward. The One of Unleashed Energy came in clutch, giving us the stun. So I do like the One of Unleashed Energy. So I wouldn't get rid of it for the world. But anyways, yeah. That was crazy. This was actually really fun, just learning a deck with you all. So I'll probably continue playing this a little bit longer off stream and then try to make a master climb with a different deck. We'll see, so that I can showcase that all to you all for my YouTube video. If you liked today's video, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Twitch.tv, where we stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again tomorrow.